and gentlemen, our guest today. Personal favorites. Yeah? Our guest today is a presenter, content producer, creative director. Mainstream wants to watch winner. Let me repeat that one. Mainstreams wants to watch winner. Don't forget about it. Winner. You know, we don't lose around here. You understand? Yeah, talk to me. Podcast hosts. Your favorite podcast host. Your favorite podcast. Your favorite podcasts. Favorite podcasts. You understand? Yeah. Your favorite Zimfluencer. It's the one, it's the only Miss Tee Moyo!
What's happening? Bro.
How do you feel sitting over there?
Do you know what? Thank you for the intro.
Come on.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I feel so wrong sitting here.
So wrong.
I thought I could do this, but I've got no cards in my hand. I'm not in my sofa.
Do you want to hold my cards with me?
Can I?
No.
All right. So you're running the show today.
Yeah. It's me. It's running things around here today. You know, I can't lie to you. It feels kind of weird sitting here because this was built for you.
Oh,
This has your name written all over it. Like
literally.
you're amazing.
Oh.
Run the clip that I want you to run.
Oh, I know the one. Oh.
Yeah, run it for me. Yeah.
Oh.
And this is what I mean. Like this, I don't take this lightly. This opportunity that you've given me, I am not taking it lightly at all. You're a very supportive human being. You're an amazing person. You set such high standards for yourself that sometimes I look at you and I'm like, surely she doesn't believe that she's gonna accomplish it. But deep down, I know, yeah, it's a light thing for you. And listen, God bless you. God bless you for what you're doing. This is not your full potential. This is just the beginning. And you know the things she's done. You know the things she's done. And we're going to get into it and you're going to see. But you know the things she's done. And if I'm telling you that this is just the beginning, brace yourself for impact. Brace yourself for impact. Yeah, are you ready? Are you ready? Don't get emotional at me now.
Can I get some tissue?
Don't do that, man.
Can I get some tissue,
Behave.
please?
Ladies and gentlemen, tissue, please.
My makeup is
Yeah,
done so
man.
nasty. Can I please have a tissue?
Nah, man. I like your jacket though. Jacket looks clean still.
I need to talk about the jacket because it's a brand partnership. Hold on.
Don't cry. What's wrong with you?
Can I have a tissue? So guys, before my eyeliner starts running, somebody run to
Tissue.
me.
Somebody tissue her.
Please,
Something for her, please. Production. Tissue something, please.
Thank you.
That's so jokes. Why are you crying? You're such a baby.
Shut up, Cyrus. You come late and then you start with that. Stop it. Okay. Right.
Huh.
Let me pull it together.
Pull everything together, please.
Oh, cool. Blimey, geezer.
Are you ready?
No.
No. Okay. Let's give you a second.
Okay.
Or two.
Okay. Let me do my look cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Miliano, what's up? It's Mr. Obey in this place, you know, yeah. As you can see, it's a Yes Please Productions takeover, you know, yeah. You are not on the wrong channel, you're on the right channel, yeah. It is that's the tea with Miss Tee Moyo. It's just that today, it's not Miss Tee Moyo, it's Mr. Obey, you know, yeah, talk to me. Okay, cool. So, like you do to everybody that comes to the show. Yeah. Before we get into who you are, what you do, why you do what you do, when did you start to do it, you know all of that.
Yeah.
I need you to give me your most controversial take. And this segment is called Let Me Land. You should know. You created it.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Okay, Micah, let me land.
Okay.
People are going to get onto me for this. If I've gone out with your friend and we were in a relationship and it didn't work out, but we broke up amicably,
Stay
I
in the
should
F-
be
wait,
able
wait,
to
wait,
go out
wait,
with
hold-
you.
No. Stay in the F for a second. I know. Okay, cool. One more time.
If me and you was in a relationship, but it didn't work out and we ended on amicable terms, I should be able to go out with your friend. If we have a better connection.
Define amicable.
Like, we realized we just, like, weren't meant to be, or maybe, like, right person, wrong timing, or it just.
Do you know that amicable is a when you give a wrong answer for PR. It's a PR stance.
No,
between
you
two
can
people.
break up with someone and still be cool. We just
Forget that.
understand we're not made for each other. But if me and your boy have a better connection, I should be able to date him, and it's not a problem. If enough time has passed, if the statute of limitation is up, I should be able to go out with him. Let me land.
Of all the things you could have landed on.
Let me land.
I still feel like I hear you amicably.
Yeah.
But no. No. Because this is what I'm talking about. It's all amicable till it's my friend. Then now I can't amicable anymore.
Who am I to stop my friend from if me and my ex we were calm and we're friends and it's fine, and I realized, you know what, you're actually better suited with one of my friends. Well, who am I to stop?
I'm pretty sure there's girl codes and boy codes that.
No, but everyone has to be transparent. We're all grown guys. We're all in our 20s now. Like,
When did that stop anybody from being childish? I don't understand.
Nah, man. I'm just saying. If it's the love of my life, it's the love of my life, innit?
So you genuinely believe? Hold on. You genuinely believe, that your soulmate could be somebody that one of your close friends has dated.
Don't say it like that.
No, that is you said you wanted to land. Now I say land. You don't want to land anymore.
Don't say it like that. I was thinking more me. Let me date your friend.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, what you're saying is you genuinely believe that your soulmate or the one meant for you or the love of your life is somebody that one of your friends could have had a thing with.
No, not my friends. His friends. That's his friend.
Oh, it's only one-sided.
Yeah,
I should have said that.
It's his
I mean,
friend. Yeah.
I should have known who I was dealing with. You know what? You have landed. Everybody has gotten out from this plane.
No turbulence.
Before it bombs, let's all walk away. Okay, cool. So let's get straight into it.
Can I get comfortable? Taking off my shoes. Let's get into it.
Do you? I told you the set is made for you.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, do you? Okay, cool. I know you as T.
Okay.
Right? Miss Tee Moyo, I met later on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We met through a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not open that kind of words.
Let's keep shut.
But yeah, we met through a friend and a friend of yours,
Mm-hmm.
who was also a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So we met through a friend, and again, relationship has been beautiful ever since.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I knew you as T.
Yeah.
When I was introduced to you, I was told that you were a dancer.
Okay.
Yeah?
Is this where we're going?
Question number 1.
Hey.
Where did this whole journey actually begin?
You know, when people ask me, like, when did you become a content creator? It's such a loaded question because technically, when my family had like a Nikon camera, I used to vlog our like trips to like Zimbabwe when I was like 12, 13. But I feel like I've got the typical, I started in lockdown. But then, like you said, when I started off as a dancer. So for years, I was branded as a dancer. I would say I became a presenter in 2022. Yeah. Okay. So if you ask me when did it start, I'd say I became 2020. That's when I started labeling myself as a presenter. Okay, but before I was a content creator for time. Okay,
cool. I understand how you're putting that. But quickly, why are we swapping today?
Oh, do you know what? I did say this was actually supposed to be an April Fool's episode. Because, this is supposed to be April Fool's. I'm not going to lie. Producing a podcast is expensive. So I didn't have the peas at the time. Oh, no. I had my surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had my surgery and I couldn't come to the studio. And we missed April Fool's. It was on a Tuesday. I was like, oh. And then we're thinking about what we wanted to do for the finale because last year we had the New Year special with Sammy Vims. Shout out to him. Come on. And then I was just like, oh, I want to have a turn to sit on the sofa and chat my smack. I was like, oh, who can be my host? And Cyrus is like, oh, I'll do it. I was like, what? Yeah. Us two yappers on a sofa together?
Yeah, just to talk away. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Just so they're aware.
Just so that they know.
Okay, cool. So that was the little interim there. Yeah, cool. So you started being a presenter in 2022. Okay, cool. Why did you start a podcast?
So initially,
and I don't want because everybody was no.
Okay, you want that?
Why did you start a podcast?
Do you know what made me start? It was DJ Ace. Basically, I'm getting really comfortable.
Jesus Christ.
I went to an event with Word on the Curb. Shout out to them. Absolutely love working with them.
Shout out Word on the Curb.
They had an event with Black Create Connect. Shout out to them as well.
Mm.
And I remember DJ Ace was on the panel and he was speaking, and he is a presenter and does what I want to do. And I remember he was on stage and he was like, oh, you see your generation, yeah? You're so lucky. If you don't want to start a music career, you just book studio time. If you don't want to start a show, you just start your own podcast. He was basically saying that we have the tools to create the reality that we want. And every time people ask for advice, I always tell them the same thing. You want to be on TV, start your own TV show in your bedroom. So I decided to start a podcast because I wanted my own platform, not for anyone else's brand, not associated with anyone else. Just this set is basically what my bedroom looks like. And initially, the pod was actually called Under the Influence because I was supposed to bring influencers to interview them. And fun fact, Jess from Love Island, Mimi and Josh's season, Jess, I met her on the tube, and this is back when she used to work for a fashion brand. And I saw her outfit and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to start a podcast interviewing influencers. Would you be interested? And we swapped. Obviously, I took it in another direction. That's the Tee show. Season 1 was about dancers. Next thing you know, I see the girl on TV. And when she came to my workplace, she was like, oh my gosh, I remember you from the tube. I was collecting influencers, fashion people, beauty, makeup artists. So that was the initial direction with it. But I think I chose dancers in season 1 because I needed a connection to keep me with dance. Like you said, I started off as a dancer. Ask me the last time I went to a class. Ask me. So I can't even tell people and introduce myself as a dancer. I remember one boy was like to me, oh, you dance? I said, yeah. I said, oh, they don't even know me as a dancer anymore. But that was my connection. But now season 2, we opened it up.
Yeah. Okay. So now that is the main origin, right? So what did you want to achieve? What was the purpose? Or actually, what did you want to achieve and what was the purpose? 2 different things. Let's start with the purpose. So what was the purpose of, apart from obviously you just said with the influencers, and what was the purpose of That's the Tee Show?
That's such a good question. I think the purpose was always to find out what is it really like to be and work and live in such a lucrative industry. I think when people assume things about you, they think that they know everything about you because we are putting our lives online. But I wanted them to have a chance to come in and tell the story that no one ever asked the question for. And even when I do my pre-production chats, I always say to people, what's the story that you want to tell but no one has ever asked you? So yeah, that's the purpose. And the other thing?
So then the trailer and the intro.
Okay, I'll talk about this really quickly.
Your when it comes to you like content producing, I feel like you hit the spot every single time. Like every time you release a video, it's something like take your Instagram birthday reviews for an example, How do you come up with these? Like the trailer and the intro for this video, for not this video, this podcast, this show. Talk us through it, man.
I have always been someone that is like creative in a way that I can't articulate it, but I can only show it. So like you said, my birthday videos, it started off as something that was just for fun. It was just a photo shoot at my friend's house. But then now they're full on productions. We actually just shot my 24th birthday last week at the weekend. The trailer for this, it was very simple. When I was in secondary school, I was voted most likely to become an influencer. So I wanted to pay homage to that. So the whole theme was it's a school characters. You get your mean girl, your sporty babes, your athletic babes, and then the influencer. And there's little tidbits in the trailer that allude to what this is all about. So in one of the scenes, the radio station that I use, it's Kiss FM, which is the first radio station that I got work experience. There's a page where you actually get to see for the first time That's the Tee Show logo, which is at the back of the cards there. Even on there, there's even a small, my crush at the time, you got my name with him in a heart. Like, basically, when I'm producing and creatively directing, I get to bring myself into whatever it is that I'm creating. So I always like to leave a little hint of either something from the past, something in the future. So yeah, that was actually one of my favorite concept videos I've done.
Yeah, questionable crash. Questionable crash.
If you know, you know.
Please or no.
Do you want to know who it was?
Oh no, I'm aware who it was.
Do you know who it was? Yeah, do you know who it was?
Yeah, SG, no?
No, it was S.
You know what? Yeah, Is what it is. Okay, cool. Moving on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, this is how we've just spoken about the pod, right? Now, tell us about how you started creating content in general.
Creating content is such a weird one. Like I said, I started in lockdown and it was just doing TikTok challenges. But I think if you scroll down to my TikTok, and one thing about me, I don't delete videos. I keep everything. So there was no direction. It was just if I liked the sound. I remember I think my first TikTok video was a dance, Nobody by Joe Boy, who we need to talk about later. But anyway, yeah, it was just doing trends and whatever was popping off at the time, but there was no direction. It was just vibes. Whatever I felt like creating, I just did it.
Do you know my most favorite video of you, TikTok video of you, was the Valentine's Day prep after? No, the Valentine's Day post Valentine's Day stress, and then you were
sweeping up the flowers. Okay, so we had just spent Valentine's together. And basically, I thought, this is funny because he put the petals like the pathway, and I just remember thinking this is a mess. And since he'd done all of that, I thought, let me clean up. I was like, can you record this for me? So I was sweeping up the petals and I slapped the TikTok sound. That was my first viral video. In my head, I'm like, I've worked so hard. I have put out dance videos. I have put out fashion content. You lot want to grasp onto the one time that I'm being silly and
oh my god.
But to be fair, I still found petals in my pockets like 3 weeks later. So yeah.
Oh no, that video sends me, bro. Surely they can put it in there.
I think he's still
surely they can put it in there.
Okay, bro, fine. Roll the tapes. That's my thing, man.
That video sends me. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So you started YouTube and TikTok very early.
Yeah.
So was it just dance and the like funny videos in the beginning?
Yeah, I think TikTok started off like, for some reason I decided to start off doing like reviews of like restaurants and places that I've been.
Okay.
Ding dong, disclaimer, that is very expensive. And to be fair, I had a lot of disposable income because I didn't go to uni, I had an apprenticeship. So every time I went to a restaurant, I'd do a review. And to be fair, I still do them to this day. If I go somewhere, I'll be like, guys, come with me. But yeah, we was just whatever T was up to at the time. That's what she was doing. And then obviously I was taking classes and dancing, so you'd get my dance content. When me and together, we used to dance together. We used to do like matching outfits and everything. That's how we started. Yeah.
Okay. It's funny that you mentioned yourself in the third person because my next question was gonna be.
Oh my gosh, did I speak about myself in the?
Yeah, you just said T was always up to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you like, how does it feel and like, what does it mean to you that your name, like Miss Tee Moyo, is iconic? Because funny enough, and genuinely, the cab I got here was one of the guys that comes to church. He goes to NGC. He doesn't go anymore. So I saw him and I was like, is that him? And then I was like, I'm doing something with T today. And he was like, T. And I was like, Miss Tee Moyo. He was like, oh yeah, Tee Moyo. And I was like, damn, like that name has become so iconic. Like, what does it mean to you that your name is like that iconic now?
Do you know what? I used to go by my first name on Instagram used to be Little Miss Tealicious. Like as in LittleMissTeelicious.
That's how you know she put thought. You see the way rattled that way?
Yeah.
Nah.
That was my name back
Miss
in the day.
Tealicious.
No, Little Miss Tealicious.
Grow up.
No, but that's when I was in secondary school, innit? But then obviously we rebranded. It used to be Lil Miss T. So it used to be LIL_Miss T.
Okay.
And then I think when I got a bit older and I was like, okay, I might be 5'4", but I'm not little anymore. So I changed it to Miss T. And then when you type in Miss T on the internet, you get loads. There's bare. Yeah. Like how many girls, guys, you know how many guys I've met? Oh, like they call me T. I said, I added Moyo because I realized when I get married, I'm most likely going to change my last name. And I am my dad's firstborn. My dad is my granddad's firstborn. And I knew my great-granddad. Like, my last name is so powerful and so important to me. Like, my dad's nickname for me is Mamoyo. It means, like the little Moyo, like the female Moyo. And whenever people meet me, I'm like, oh, my name's Tee Moyo. And Nana, you know Nana at church. Nana, Tee Moyo. And so I added Miss Tee Moyo to the end. And for me, that's like whatever happens, regardless whether I get married, whether I change jobs, whether I come out of this, I will always be known as Miss Tee Moyo. I'm a Moyo girl. I'm a little miss. Because Miss T came from my mum, because she used to call me Madam T.
Yeah.
She said there was a mouthful. So she shortened it to Miss T.
T, yeah.
So everyone in my family, they're like, Miss T, Miss T.
Yeah.
And it's so endearing. Like when people call me, oh my gosh, you're Miss T. I'm like, yeah, like that's my title, that's my first name, that's my last name. Like obviously, like my friends and family, some call me by my full name, but that's like usually when I'm in trouble, innit? Like anybody call me by my full name, but it's like you guys call me T.
Yeah.
And that's just a nickname. But Miss Tee Moyo, when people are like, oh my gosh, you're Miss Tee Moyo, I'm like, that sounds like a brand, like a title. So I can't lie, that has been a blessing, especially at like some of the events I've been to.
I promise you, we're not being lazy by just calling her T. If you heard her actual name, you understand why we call her T. But ladies and gentlemen, we move on swiftly. Yeah. So cool. Let's go on to finding your voice, like, and like your confidence.
Okay.
And the rise. Yeah.
Okay.
When did you realize presenting was your thing? I personally think, personality wise, I think you're very like, I think you're super, super like, I don't know what word to use when it comes to like your personality. I don't think there's a word in particular that you can use to explain it. I feel like it's very like, you're very open with it, but then open don't do it justice enough. Yeah. When did you realize that presenting was your purpose? And I'm expecting you to say it like earlier on, you just never progressed with it, or like you never made anything out of it. Like, so when was it for you? Like, when did you realize presenting was your purpose?
I didn't know it could be a job for me. I will say one thing. When I was in secondary school, I loved public speaking. So in my English class, GCSEs, there was a module that we had to do where you had to give a speech to the class. Everyone was dreading it. I was so excited. Okay. And you got to pick a topic. And I remember knowing that I like to speak in front of people. I like when people are listening to me talk. Okay. But the moment I realized I wanted to be a presenter, well, I'll say public speaker, because like I said, I didn't think being a presenter was a job that I could actually apply and do. It was when I was doing a panel for my apprenticeship Multiverse. They selected me to be on the panel because my video about my apprenticeship experience went viral. So they had this big commencement event, like 600 people were there, and they asked me to speak on the panel. And I remember I was so excited. I was nervous, but I was excited. And then I said something and people were laughing and they were like listening to what I was saying. I was like, I'm really in control of this room. And I really like this. And I was just like, wow, this is incredible. So at the time I thought I was going to be a public speaker. But I will say when my sister went to Kidzania for her 12th birthday, which means I was 14 at the time. And Kidzania is basically this place in Westfield where kids get to pretend to do adult jobs. And Capital Radio Station is there. They have like a stand, like a booth where you can pretend to be a radio presenter. And I remember thinking, oh, this is fun. Like, I would love to do this. And I grew up listening to Capital Extra, to Kiss Extra, when it was Ricky Melvin and Charlie and Dave Berry and Lisa Snowdon. And I remember thinking, oh, one day I'd love to be on the radio, but it didn't click to me that what I do and what I want to do, there's synergy. So I hope that answers the question.
It does to the fullest. Like, well answered.
Come on.
I think as well, like, when I see you present, you know I want to get into presenting.
Of course,
right? But you are a very, like, good, keep your eye on the prize kind of person for me. Yeah. Where it's like, I see what you're doing. Don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily want exactly what you have because I believe that everybody has a different way to go. Yeah. And I know I'm gonna create my path eventually. Absolutely. Right? But then with me, in as much as people might see me to be a very like happy person, I genuinely believe that people will not understand the doubt I've had about myself. So before we go into the confidence, I want to speak about the doubt. Okay. The times that you've doubted yourself, and obviously people are seeing you polished now. Yeah. Them times that you doubted yourself, take us through some of that part before we go to confidence.
My mum will be the best person to testify. I would say I've never really had imposter syndrome, and let me actually land with this one. Okay. I've never had imposter syndrome. I've had the opposite. I've had audacity syndrome in the sense that I'm like, why shouldn't it be me? Okay. Why can't it be me? But to answer your question about doubt, I think my doubt has God, when is it my time? Like, you've put this energy, this fire, this. Nobody tells me to wake up to do content. Nobody tells me to set myself deadlines. I'm like, God, I'm doing this because I want it so badly. Why do I feel like you are not making this happen? And there were times of like, not just frustration, proper anger with God, because it's like, okay, take for example school. There was a time when I lacked in school and you had to drag me to do it. I'm like, God, you don't have to drag me to do this. And I remember PK, because we go to the same church. PK once
Shout
was
PK.
talking about
RK actually.
Shout RK. Sorry, Rev.
Shout Rev. Yeah, shout Rev.
I remember he was like, God is able to do amazing things in your life. So I never questioned God's ability. It was always questioning his willingness. It's like, you can take me from 10 to 100 tomorrow.
Yeah.
What is your problem? Obviously, like you're my father and everything.
I hear it, man. I hear it.
What is your problem? Is it because it's not because I'm not trying hard enough. It's not because I'm not talented enough. It's not because I don't want it bad enough. And I just remember there was a time, as a presenter, you need to have something called a show reel, which is basically short clips of your presenting to put together in a 3-minute video. I cried in my mom's arms because I had nothing I had nothing. I was like, Mom, I can't put this in. I've got no show. They're asking for show reels. I've got nothing to show. And every time I go back to her and I'm saying, Mom, I didn't get this job opportunity. Someone else got it, or da-da-da-da-da. She's like, remember the days when you used to cry when you had nothing in your show reel? So in terms of doubt, I don't think I've ever doubted myself and my ability to do the job. In fact, sometimes I think, why did you pick that? Why did they pick me? But it's more like, God, why does this feel 10 times harder to get to where I'm at when I'm doing the absolute most? But I think overcoming that doubt, I think that's saying God's timing. I don't know how to articulate this properly, but I really had to sit down and really understand, what does it mean to have God's timing? It's God's timing irrespective of my expectations, of my wants. God's timing can look completely different to what I want. And
100%.
you know how you say I speak in the third person? God's timing means he is in the first person. And I don't know if that makes sense to people that are listening to me when I'm saying this. I think we always talk about God's timing as in, okay, there's my timing, and then it's like it's the secondary clause. I had to sit there and be like, I am secondary to this. I might be the one on camera. I might be the one speaking. It might be my show. It might be my thing. But if God says not now,
it's not now.
There's nothing like,
Yeah. And you can find out the easy way or the hard way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
I recommend the easy way.
Yeah, 100%. I every single time I'm like trying to do something. And also, by the way, caveat, do not use the fact that God's timing to be lazy. Don't you dare use
that part,
God's timing is not now, so I just don't try it.
That part there.
Because I'll tell you, from first-hand experience, when my challenge went viral, I wasn't prepared for that. I'll tell you people, it was a freestyle. Prior to my challenge going viral, I'm telling you, I was always like, why is it not my turn? And why is it not my... When my challenge went viral, I realized why it wasn't my turn. Because I wasn't prepared.
He wasn't ready for
I wasn't prepared. Luckily for me, the people that God had put around me, the same people that when I pray, I'll be like, God, but you're doing it for 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Instead of me seeing them as they're going and they're leaving me behind, I had to see them as when you get there, your support is going to be there.
Oh yeah, they say when God blesses your friends, it means success is in the room.
Yeah, Nana, shout Nana and shout Cash.
Yeah, of course.
One thing Nana always says here is when one person makes it, we've all made it.
Yep.
But not even in an entitlement kind of thing. It's on bro, we never leave somebody behind.
Yep.
Like we are all going, and it's.
Yep.
I just love that, the fact that I have community about
That's
that.
good.
So yeah, I hear you. I hear you perfectly. Yeah. Does that mean that your confidence has always been there? Because obviously, like you said, it's always been like how audacious I was, rather than like when will it do X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I think, does that mean that your confidence has actually always been there and then you just grew into it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the best person to ask is my dad. He'll tell you. And I think it's because of him and my mom, of course. But I think how my parents raised me, one thing I tell people, my parents, they made me think I could do anything. Like, okay, so if I wasn't a presenter, I'd actually be a pilot. And I know that surprises people. That will surprise people about me.
I promise you, with the way you landed now, God knows what he was doing. With the way you just landed, God knows best.
But you know
It's
what?
only God in heaven that knows best. But go on.
No, do you know what? I've wanted to be many different things. I've wanted to be a banker. I wanted to go into finance.
Fair.
At one point, I wanted to be going to medicine. Like my dad, he's a doctor.
Drug abuse. Okay.
I wanted to do the entertainment presenting. When I wanted to be a doctor, my dad paid £99 for me to have this work experience, this medicine work experience. When I wanted to be a pilot, my mom helped me get work experience with British Airways. When I wanted to go into finance, my mom helped me get work experience in Canary Wharf. Like, whatever I wanted to do, my mom and dad backed it, and they took it far.
Come on, for the two-parent household.
No, shout out to the word. No,
Sorry,
word.
relate, but yeah.
Cyrus, don't.
I'm sorry.
No, but like in all seriousness, I think it took them a while to get on board with the content thing because it was supposed to be a on the side thing. But ever since I was a child, my dad has always said, wherever you want to be, you just have to work hard. You have to do it. And my brother is 11, but when my brother was 8, I remember he was talking to me about his dreams. And it made me realize when I was his age, I knew I wanted to do something big. At the time, it was singing because I used to sing. We won't even get into that. We won't even talk about that. But I used to sing. So I remember I wanted to be a singer. And then it became I wanted to be a dancer. So I always wanted to do something just artistic. Out there, artistic. I just wanted to be out there. I didn't care what people knew me for. Okay, within reason. But like, I wanted to be out there. And I think because of the family, you know how it is at the family functions, they always call you to do dancing, performing, or do something.
100,
do you get?
Show your uncles.
I think the performance and the confidence has always been there because my confidence is based on what I know about myself.
Okay.
Like, I always go after try and do English. I always try and do things that I kind of already know I'm already gonna be good at. Does this mean that I'm a bit more hesitant to try things out of my comfort zone? Yeah, that's why I struggled to learn how to drive because I knew naturally it didn't come to me. But speaking to people, and because it's so nichey, like people aren't naturally extroverted in that way. I think it makes me look even more like confident. That I'm probably just as confident as someone who's confident with a computer, but only I don't work with computers and I don't like them. I think confidence has always been there. It's always been a thing. I mean, sometimes it gets knocked down, especially like not to make it sad or anything, like like in relationships when you're not treated in the way that you believe to be treated. It kind of makes you think, oh, that's it, am I? Or like when someone makes comments like, like in secondary school, someone says something like, you think you're all that, you're not even all that. And it kind of takes you aback. But then when you've got the rest of your family and friends telling you like, wow, like the way you spoke about me in that intro, how can I ever be in lack of confidence when I know who God has told me I am? I know what my friends say I am. I know what my family says I am. How can one opinion contradict all those people for 23 years have been telling me one thing, and then one person says something else? It's like, sorry, didn't work. Try again.
100%. I'm with you. So okay, cool. So in your beginning stages of presenting, what was some of like just some of the shows that you did, like your first gigs?
How I started.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go very quickly. My first gig that I actually started, my first presenting obviously was Multiverse. It was actually the VST show. So Versatility Family, it's the one of my first dance classes I used to take. Shout out Will 2K. Yeah. They did a show to showcase like all the dances we've been doing. Will, you're gonna hate me for saying this. The reason why I asked him to host is because I didn't want to show up to rehearsals. I actually was in the show. Like I was actually dancing. I just couldn't be bothered to go to rehearsals.
Yeah, I'm with you. Rehearsals is
rehearsals is long. The performance itself was amazing. But I just couldn't be bothered. So I was like to him, can I present? Can I host? Can I present? And he was like, yeah. And then I ended up presenting it. And then from there, it was Vox Pops. I ended up working for Apprentice Nation. That's where I did my first artist interview with Koji Radical, Heady One. And then, it just snowballed from there. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Fair point. So from all of these people, you know where we're going next. Red carpet. Celebrities. Behind the scenes. People's dressing rooms. People, Yeah, like... Before we even go into all of that, what does the industry look like? Because now you're embedded.
Okay.
Do you know when I knew you were embedded? When Madam Joy said, at the GOP Gala, I'm happy you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, I lost my mind. I lost my mind. Don't get me wrong. I know Madam Joyce, yeah? Shout out Madam Joyce. I know Madam Joyce. I've worked with Madam Joyce before, yeah? And she's jokes, high energy, amazing lady. When I saw the video of you and her come up, knowing what she means to you,
Bro.
yeah, and she said, I'm happy you're here. I said, yeah, this girl is not going to sleep tonight.
Bro.
She is not going to sleep. She's going to have the time of her life. So then I was like, you're definitely,
in it.
even if not solidified all the way, you're kicking up. You know what I mean by kicking up? You're like, you're getting in there, like you're being solidified like at the moment. Yeah. What was that like? What does the industry look like from the inside, from your point of view? From
my perspective, yeah. I think I'm showing you guys all the highlights and all the good bits.
Okay.
There is a lot of work that goes into some of these events. And I was even just saying off camera, I don't have the luxury of bringing that onto camera. Like, obviously, I was annoyed just before shooting today for
obvious reasons.
Circumstances.
I said obvious reasons.
On time. But no, it's like, I'm going to shot. When the cameras click on, I'm going to do my thing. I think you guys don't see a lot of the chaos. There's sometimes running around. I'm someone who's so meticulous and so organized. Like, I pack the night before. I prep myself. I write everything down because there's just too much to remember. But even with all that preparation, things go wrong. Equipment gets left behind. 100. People drop out. I have to improvise. People throw me into... There's been times when people have said, we need you to take over this interview and you need to go on in 20 minutes. Teleprompters don't work and I haven't learnt my script. Red carpets are the most chaotic place. I don't think social media does it justice. All you're seeing is people's Getty images. You was there. You was there. You was there.
I'm with you.
What happens behind that camera you guys don't see? It's crowded. Like, PR sometimes is shouting. People get like security. I don't know what it is with London. Security can get so rude sometimes when I'm just trying to do my job. Celebrities sometimes don't want to get interviewed. And I'm just like, I'm literally, please, can I just get one question? But I mean, that's the nature of the job. And I kind of knew what I was signing up for. I think it is glam, but I always say not everything that glitters is gold. It is like, wow, you're there, you're seeing it. But remember, I started off as production, doing social media. So a lot of the time I was filming. Even as a presenter, I will say some people still don't see me at their level, whether it's because I don't have the following, maybe it's because I'm not a celebrity presenter. Sometimes people will see, and I'm not saying any disrespect to producers and camera people because I have the utmost respect for them, but the way people sometimes see red carpet, it's just like, oh, you might as well be handing out drinks because you're just doing your job, like you're just here to make me look good and and that's truthfully how some people have made me feel on those red carpets.
Some people are looking at
but then you get some people who are literally beelining for me. Can I get an interview, please? You might not be on my list. There were some people that aren't on my PR list because some brands have specific people they want to interview. People come to be like, can I please have an interview with you? I don't care if the brand has said we're only doing 5 people. You ask me for an interview, get an interview. If I have the time and like the person who I need isn't like right behind you, come, let's do an interview. If it's not going on the brand, it's going on my TikTok.
It's going somewhere.
Heck yeah, it's going somewhere. I will always interview people, but it's chaotic. You kind of have to psychologically prepare yourself. Whenever I'm in the car, I need silence. Don't speak to me. Don't talk to me. You were the last person I spoke to before I did the Guap Gala. After that, I turned my phone off. I said, don't. I said, I don't want anyone calling me. Don't do that.
I hear you. Damn. I didn't expect you to say even like the fact that there's people like that actually like walk up to you. It was the last one I was even thinking about. I didn't even think about it because I was thinking, I know about the part of people not being nice on the red carpet or people not wanting to have interviews and stuff. But I never thought like there's actually people that actually like, oh, do you want to like interview me? Fair.
Especially when I have certain branded mics, people will be like, oh, can I get an interview?
Okay.
Some of them, it carries weight, because they want to get featured in the content. So I'm just like, well,
why not?
Come on,
yeah. I'm with you. Okay, cool. So you interviewed bare people on the red carpet. Give me top 5.
5.
Your first red carpet, by the way.
Okay, my first... the first red carpet.
Wait, hold on. Let's do top 3 for the first red carpet.
First red carpet I ever did was Dungeons and Dragons, the
Yeah.
movie premiere in Leicester Square.
Mhm.
Justice, I can't remember his surname. Justice Smith. He was so lovely, and I made him laugh. He was recently in the Now You See Me, Now You Don't movie. He's really good. He was so sweet.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, that's my favorite movie of all time. You need
No,
to-
yeah, the one,
No,
yeah,
number one, no, 1 and 2 is my favorite movie of all
One and
time.
two good.
Three was good. Three was actually really good too.
Okay.
Martin Bob Semple, because
Okay,
that was like my celeb crush, and he basically I wasn't actually meant to interview him, but bear in mind he wasn't on the list. But I started like hyperventilating. Everyone was like, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" I was like, Martin Bob said, "You guys don't watch All American." And then I interviewed him, and I was basically fangirling. And then we was matching outfits and everything.
Of course you were.
He was in black and beige. I was in black and beige, and he was so nice. Like, you know when they say don't meet your celebrity hero, I'm so glad I met mine. And then
just going contradictory to everything that they've told you in this life.
I'm sorry. No, and then the number 3 was
go crazy.
Reggae Jean Page, Bridgerton.
Okay.
Because his fellow Zimmer, and that was my first ever red carpet that I ever did.
No, but like as you talk, like I see why you didn't make it to the pilot. You have too many crashes. You don't land properly.
Guys, I'm a
How
lover
will
girl.
you fly plane? How
I'm
in
a
this
lover
life
girl.
can you fly plane? How?
Yes.
But okay, cool. So those are the 3 people. Mr. Smith, Joshua, Jaden,
Okay.
Jeremiah.
Okay.
What's his name? Smith. Mr. Smith. What's the Smith?
Justice Smith.
Justice Smith. Justice Smith, the Bridgerton man.
Yep.
And then Now You See Me man.
Okay, sure.
Listen, I'm sorry, I'm Ghanaian. So some people I don't know. Do you know how many celebrities people have in this place? Yeah, what I found out, you know this man. Sometimes I feel like I've seen everybody.
Tangents.
No, I feel like I've seen everybody in the industry, and then I realize, not so much.
There's always a celebrity
There's
you haven't met.
celebrities.
Yeah,
Even
there's
like
a
I'm a
lot.
celebrity. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. But So okay, cool. This is one thing I'm looking forward to hearing. Yeah, Love Island.
Oof. Let's talk about it.
How did you get into that Love Island space? Like, and tell us what that is about.
Okay, so I work freelance for Bauer Media. I'm the content producer for Heat and Closer magazine.
Okay.
For those who don't know, Heat and Closer is the one that your mum used to have, the pink one and the red one. That's the mag. So all their social medias, I do the content for it.
Okay.
And we had something called Love Island Secrets, which Love Island, The Only Way is Essex, Married at First Sight UK are our biggest shows for our audience. And then I started producing the content like a couple of seasons ago, talking maybe season 10. Oh, I couldn't even tell you. The one with Montel. That's the first season that I worked on.
That's Thingy's one. What's her name? The girl that went viral. Whitney's episode.
Yes, I think so.
Whitney
yes,
and then
yes.
and
Locken, yes.
Locken,
and that's the first season I worked on. Yeah.
Ty.
Yeah. So then I worked on that that season, and so I produced the content. They come in, they do their interviews, and I'm in charge of doing their TikToks.
Okay.
So literally, I don't know what it was. I think I asked my manager, "Oh, would it be okay if I like post the TikTok that I've done onto my socials?" And then all of a sudden, I just became the one who's always hanging out with the Love Islanders. And honestly, like some of my faves over the years, I mean, Messy Mitch, he is so fun to talk to and he's so sweet. Joe Garrett, he's genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever met. Omar is cool. Ayo has one of the nicest smiles ever. When I see him, it's just joy.
Another crush.
No, not a crush. That's a friend. It's friendly. Mimi and Josh, when I met them, they were so cool. Uma is stunning in real life. Like Kieran, Nicole, like I can name so many islanders that when I go and see them at other events, they're like, "Oh my gosh, like, I remember you did the TikTok." I'll be so real. A lot of them don't even remember my name, but they'll remember the TikTok that we did together. So yeah, before that, how I even got there, I feel like I have to say this story. Basically, how I started doing freelance is someone I used to be friends with. She let me do work experience with her at Bauer. That's like looks after Kiss FM, all the radio stations, and it was supposed to be for like a week. And because they weren't paying me, I just kept showing up. Because you can't fire me if you're not paying me.
You can't fire me if you haven't hired me.
Exactly. Do you get?
True,
So I just kept coming, and it got to a point. One day, her manager was like, "You've been here for like 2 months. Like, okay, let's look for something that she can do." And then she introduced me to my manager, who was like, "Oh, we need a freelance content person. Would you be available to start next week?"
It's
Rest
like,
is
well,
history.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 3 years in
Fair.
July.
Oh, well done. Well done. Well done.
Come on.
3 years. Damn. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Okay, cool. So you've worked with the Love Island cast so much. Like, what's the truth behind like interviewing them?
The Love Islanders, do you know what? I really enjoy working with them.
Okay.
I think they have gone on a TV show and they've come out with this new sense of virality and like new fame. So they are one of the easiest people to work with because they're willing to do what you need to do. I mean, some of them, I don't know if I can really say this too tough. Some of them, okay, let's just say you can tell who came because they, no, let me not even say that, because I think one thing Love Island has changed for a while is people used to genuinely come for a connection and come for love. I think now it's become to a point where finding love on Love Island is a bonus. I think people go on to there. It's an amazing opportunity. Yeah. Like a lot of people ask me, would I ever do Love Island? I don't think I can. Number one, because of my contract. Number two, I just can't go back to church after doing Love. I think I want to host Love Island. I've always said the goal is to host. Why can you not?
Mimi did it. Mimi went back to church after, and she was in the church before she went.
This is true. Oh, okay. So next year, yeah.
I mean, Love as long as you are respectful to God and yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, but to be honest,
would you go on Love Island?
No, and I've done a video as to why I wouldn't. Number one, I've got eczema, and just being in the sun and being out like that, it just, my skin would be irritated.
Fair.
Like, honestly. Number two, that is a lot of camera time. I'm sure we'll talk about the stuff when I have been on camera. Being on camera 24/7, there's no coming away from set and calling my mum to say, Mum, I messed up and I've said something I shouldn't have said, or Mum, I'm not really having a good. There's none of that, and I just feel like any of those shows that require the 24/7 camera work, I'm not a fan. But most of all, it's because I want to host Love Island. When Maya's done and she has finished and she's moved on, I would love to step up to the plate. And I just feel like I want to come in from a fresh perspective.
You said that for a long time.
I know. So there's two things that I've said. I've wanted to host the Mobos and host Love Island.
The Mobos thing, now we'll do it still. Say no more.
This is my the Mobos host, man.
You man, watch, bro. Watch. Just watch. Okay, cool. Let's talk about this last thing. Joe Boy. You are a Joe Boy fan. I don't know, cooler, heater. You are every appliance in the house. How did you manage to meet Joe Boy? Twice. How did you manage that?
Okay, like you said, I am like the biggest Joe Boy fan ever. And one thing about me, when I'm a fan of someone, there's nothing, I'm not being shy about it.
Okay.
Basically, I found out Joe Boy was going to be performing at Fête de la Musique, and I'd been going for like 3 years at that point. And he was doing an event, and I knew the French crowd weren't like rocking with Joe Boy like in the way you would rock with. Okay. So basically, I decided on the day of his performance, I'll just send him a DM. I posted a video and I tagged him, and then I sent him a DM basically saying, I'm the girl in blue. If you see me, will you invite me on stage? I'll even show you guys the video. So I posted it and he responded. I can't remember what he said. I think he said like something like I'll look out for you. Yeah, he said something like, I'll look out for you. We've gone to the event. Bear in mind, my friends, Chidera was there, but I didn't come with Chidera. But I had left my friends that I came with. Shout out Chidera. Yeah. I'd left my friends that I came with, and bear in mind, my friends are looking for me because I've disappeared. Yeah. And I tend to disappear. I'm the disappearing friend at Motives. 100%, sorry. 100%. But anyway, I'd gone, and Joe Boy's come on stage, and I'm singing at the top of my lungs. Like, he's made eye contact with me, so I know he knows that he's like cognitive recognition. Yeah. And then he says, I'm going to sing a very special song, and I want to invite someone on stage. I think you know what's in the video. I knew he had to be talking about me. Because if he was talking about any other woman, that would have been jokes. It was to the point where I had already pushed myself up. The barrier is here. I'd already gone like this before he'd even finished his sentence. So that the security people can lift you? Literally, they lifted me. I climbed onto the speaker. And then I was on stage. You're a woman of God. You can't be doing things like that. No, I know. But that's why I wore a play suit. So I wasn't wearing a skirt. Okay, cool. You overthought this thing, bro. No, do you know what the maddest thing is? We had actually, me and my producer had put out a dance video to the song. We had posted that the week before.
On purpose?
No, man, nothing I do is by accident, guys.
Fair.
Nothing I do is by
Fair.
accident.
Fair.
So we had posted that, and so he starts singing. Guys, I'll back out the choreography. He starts dancing.
I was
start doing the
thinking,
choreo.
what is this girl moving? Why is she moving so calculated? It was a choreo. Oh my God.
I did the choreography. And then he was like, what? And then off stage, he was like, where did that come from? I was like, I've been waiting. But then, do you know what that moment for me was? There's a part of the song that says, the line goes, I'll give you the world, baby. And I remember, like, you know when you perform, everything happens so quickly.
Yeah, 100.
It's the adrenaline is high.
Yeah.
But I remember when I sang that line, I looked out to the crowd. I literally said, I'll give you the world, baby. And I remember I was looking at people's faces. And I said, this is the first time I'm going to take this moment. I'm going to soak it in. I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. Yeah. And then, I met him. And then the second time, he came to London, innit? And I said, I made a joke when I was getting ready. I did a get ready with me video. I said, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to act shy in case he calls me on stage. His hype man was like, I'm looking for confident dancers. My friends started pointing at me and screaming at me. I said, I was ready for this. Just in case I wore the right shoes, just in case this happened.
Fair.
Failure to prepare to fail. They called me on stage, and then when I got on stage, she was like, I know you. So I saw you last year. I was like, hey. And then I'm not gonna lie, there were 4 girls on that stage. One of the girls danced. She's a much better dancer than I was, but it's because I started doing the Shally Poppy, the and after that, I said, this is Man in Trouble's moment. No.
Fair point. You know, a lot of people think that you're like outside all the time. Like people think you and outside like 5 and 6. Like, but what will people be shocked to know about you and the fact that you like to go out all the time, or they thinking that you like to go out all the time?
This comes up a lot when I'm dating, and it's very annoying. Okay, I'd be lying if I said I was a homebody, because the evidence shows that it's not. Even, when you get your recaps of what you've posted, I'm like, the monthly recaps I do, okay, clearly I'm not inside.
Yeah.
Unless I have a purpose to be outside, I don't like to leave my house.
Okay.
And don't get me wrong, I love going out and doing the events that I do. I think I clocked it, because I was practicing these questions. I clocked it.
Yeah.
I think my work provides me with a social life. I think work does both things. It does the work. Okay. It pays me, but it's also social. So by the time it's time to go out just for the sake of going out, you might be thinking, I really love my parents. We have such a good relationship. Yeah. The mortgage is paid in my house. There's food in the fridge. There's heating. My iPad is there's actually no reason for me to leave my house. I'm with you. And if I'm going to leave, it's because it's for the people. It's for an occasion. It's for somebody else. But if you lot text me, can we cancel? Yes. One time someone texted me, can we cancel? We're on FaceTime. By the end of that FaceTime, my lashes were off, makeup. I was in bed. They were like, did you change? I said, yeah. Quickly. Yeah. Because I'm okay with being at home. Okay. But it's the irony of that, back to the point that I made at the beginning. There used to be nothing. My calendar used to be empty. So I had nothing. There was nothing to create content from. No one was calling me for any jobs. If I did something in January, you'd probably see it in March, because I know I'm not gonna have anything to post for after my birthday. After that's done, so honestly, I will never complain. I might be tired, but I'll never complain about, oh my gosh, I've got 4 events in 1 week. We used to pray for times like this. Yeah, 100%. And that's not a prayer that I take lightly. I used to beg God, people are getting called for this, that, and the third. Can I get called? Can I? So, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything that people don't see about you on camera?
Oh, you lot don't know the times that I've cried about this. You haven't seen the times when this thing has really brought me down. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, I've grown up in different eras. So let me put it this way. I've grown up watching Nella Rose, that era of content creators that have gone. Shout out to Belotti as well. I grew up Rachel Badder, Mr. 200 meters, E-Man, Kellum, and I'm like,
what's his name? Don't finish me.
Yeah. Don't jealous me. That's not really my that wasn't my content I was watching, but you see the uni YouTubers.
Those people.
I grew up watching Manny Adi. How can I forget? I grew up watching them. And then you've got me in line with the likes. Or then you've got your Madam Joyces. Yeah. Then you've got I say adjacent, your Paps, your Zays, your Reefer, who overnight, just I'm not discrediting what they've done because I've had them on my sofa.
Yeah,
They've been
yeah.
amazing. So I've been in this grey area where I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, where do I fit into this?
Yeah,
Because I'm not a
yeah.
TikToker anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not a dancer. I didn't go to uni when it was popping off in the Midlands.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kind of this new era where I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing, even down to the pod. Like, some half the guys, I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, I have drive, I have direction, I know where I'm trying to go, but really, my whole career is a trial and error, and that's something I think people don't see. They don't see when I've been crying about it because things are just not panning out, or when I thought, oh, this was going to be my golden ticket, this
Yeah.
was going to take me over the edge,
With you.
and it didn't. And it's kind of hard sometimes,
Yeah,
but yeah, sometimes it's exhausting and it's overwhelming, but at the end of the day, I only say we're only crazy enough to do this because we love it.
So would you say that all the things that they don't see on camera will be the downside to the industry, or like to creating and producing content?
Yeah, because I mean, as much as my branding, I like to say my branding is transparent and what you see is what you get. I mean, it's like an iceberg. You lot get to see the tip of the iceberg. You don't see the majority, because that's just for me to go through the process. Sometimes I do think it's important not to share everything until it's done, and then in hindsight I can look back and say, okay guys, this is actually what it takes. But that's why I kind of like BTS videos and how did I come up with the idea. But maybe I don't show the downside as much as I go through, but because I don't think the downsides outweigh the good. I think that's one of the main reasons why you don't see me. Number one, I'm not going to show you me crying on camera in the middle of the night, because I'm just like, and I've got the videos. Don't get me wrong, I filmed them. And
you
I've
filmed
got
yourself
them.
crying?
No, sorry,
I find that so crazy.
No, do you know what it is? I filmed myself not because I'm crying, because I'm expressing what it is that's upsetting me.
Okay.
Like, oh, I don't even want to say it, but there have been times when I haven't gotten things that I knew I worked hard and I should have got that. I really should have gotten that. And sometimes finding out the reason why, in my head I'm thinking, this one hurts. Because at the end of the day, what you're saying is I wasn't good enough for the job, but I could have done it. And if you gave me you didn't give me a chance, or you went with someone better, or you want someone with more experience. That is hard, because that feels like a personal attack. Because presenting is me. It's how I speak. It's how I talk. It's how I articulate myself. So when you tell me, oh, you're just not really what we were looking for, that feels personal. And I think another thing that surprises people about me, despite being very confident, I'm very sensitive. He'll tell you. I'm very sensitive. Like, shouting at me, saying something that attacks my personality or my character, that will get to me. Yeah. That will hurt my feelings, and that's personal. So
understandable.
Yeah.
Would you say that when you did the guap, it was kind of like a big, Rev, forgive me, a big like FU to all the people that, or all those kind of jobs that kept you up crying at night,
bro,
that you didn't get? Do you think like the guap was the
guap gala was the best moment of my entire life. 2025 has been the best year of my life. The guap gala was the biggest moment. Do you know what it's like for people that didn't know me? They knew me from my audition video, because I submitted the video.
The audition video.
I had
the
to
best
submit
one out there.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. If I do say.
She didn't even pay me to say that one. Yeah, true. True. That video made too much sense, man.
That video, I got my friends involved. We went out to London. Like I put my effort into that one.
You put effort into everything, though.
But that one, that was like that. I was hungry for it, and I said, if I don't get this one, I'll be shocked. I think getting it wasn't like wow, because I feel like I really tried hard. But when I got it, it was like a confirmation and a validation of okay. Not only you lot are catching on to what I believe in my heart, it's now translating to the outside. And the Guap Gala was amazing. Highlight of my career. People are like, oh my gosh, like you won. You actually won. Because I don't think people understood it was a competition. They were like, oh, how did you get to the Guap? I said, I applied like everybody else. Yeah. And I think the Guap Gala I met so many amazing people, and it was one of my first events where I worked really hard at the start. And after those Ray Nephew drinks, guys, I shook Nyash. Like I enjoyed myself. I had a great time. Yeah, a time was had at the Guap Gala. But no, to be honest, shout out to Ibrahim and Jide. I actually interviewed them 2 years prior
Yeah, so.
with the intention that when they did the next Guap Gala, they'd remember me.
Is it?
But they didn't do the Guap Gala the following year.
Okay.
And in my head, I thought, not that I thought the interview was in vain, because it was a great conversation.
No,
and
it was.
their event was so good. But I just remember thinking it was supposed to be interview them, impress them. They asked me to do the Guap Gala. Obviously, it didn't happen in that way. But then God did not forget that specific
100.
request, because I prayed. I said, God, like when I meet these people, like put me in the right rooms, let me meet the right people, let them, like me and remember me. And they had so many good things to say at the gala.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So would you say Guap Gala was the moment you realized that you made it?
I think it was one of the moments, because I think I looked the part, I felt the part.
Okay.
People were responding to me like I had already made it. I didn't feel like I was at work and my company had sent me to go to a red carpet. I felt like I was invited to the space. And that's one thing that I would say, my confidence, I'm always putting myself in the room. I can't lie. My dad says I push boundaries in everything. And I really think that I do. But I push things. I force myself into places. Like, if you don't invite me to Wireless, I'm going to buy a ticket, bring my microphones. Half the time people think I was hired by the company to do. No, I just got myself, put myself in the room, and we did the thing. So to be invited for the first time into a space, I thought, like, this has to be the first of many. And I've been rinsing it. Heck, I think I'm even posting an interview with Tega Alexander tomorrow. Like, I don't care. Next year, I probably still will be posting the Guap Gala. I do not care. This is my page. This is my platform. This is the biggest moment of my life. I'm going to absolutely rinse it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Another main part of your life was Ones to Watch. I was very happy when I saw that you were nominated to begin with. I was posting that thing everywhere.
Yeah,
and then when you won, I didn't even know you won till I think I saw you at church. Yeah. I think, did you give a testimony about that? And that was when I was like, wait, you actually won? Because to me, I didn't even know it happened. I was like, oh, like, okay, cool, she's posted it, I've reposted it, but that's it. Yeah. And then she gave a testimony, I was like, oh my God, you actually won. Like, I was excited. Took us through that one.
I think Ones to Watch was a prophetic award. I mean, prophetic,
you know?
Yeah. Damn. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm just saying prophetic is... No, I didn't think you were going to say that.
No, do you know why? Because the premise of Ones to Watch is this person is someone you should watch out for.
Okay.
Ones to Watch was in February.
Yeah.
We did the video. If we're going through from February to December this year, Morrison's launch with Chaps, lastminute.com collaboration, Guap Gala, Afro Nation, like this, just to name some of the few. So if you're telling people in February, at the beginning of 2025, watch out for this one. Shout out to Rema London. Like, she actually, so like, don't get it on the pad. Like, shout out to her. Yeah. She really saw me, and I'd actually gone the year before, and I never really thought, this could be something that I could do. And then to see I was nominated, I was like, rotted. Yeah, this is sick.
That's good. You mentioned lastminute.com. How did that come about?
That was my first brand partnership. Hopefully the first of many, many more to come.
Amen.
Do you know most of these accolades that we're talking about, I had to apply. When I say apply, you had to post, do an audition video online. People hate stuff like that because you have to put yourself out there, ask your friends to repost it. I love it. You mean to tell me I get to show you how creative I can get and get to tell you why you should pick me? Like, obviously, doing a CV and an application is good, like, because I think I'm I can write quite well. But when they're like, and add a video submission, I'm like, yeah, this is my time to shine. I get to bring to life my application. So basically, you have to do a video showing how are you last minute. You're only supposed to submit one. I submitted 5. I did one with my friends and family. I did one at home.
Man said you will see me whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
You will see me being late everywhere.
I feel bad for my exes, you know. My exes have to see me every app you open. I'm just there. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, you just have to put yourself out there. I will always call Celia and I'll always FaceTime her and say, okay, this is, and Kadri as well. I'll be like, this is the idea I'm thinking. This is how we're going to do it. Celia was there to shoot the last minute video. Kadri was there at the airport. He's the one who shot at the airport. Guap Gala, Celia was the one filming on the camera. Like, my friends, I'm always going to call them in the AMs and be like, this brand is just posted. How are we going to do that? How are we going to get the job?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's very good. How does your mom and your dad like? How do your mom and your dad feel knowing that you're doing all of this? Obviously, they know that you were always going to be what
Yeah.
it is. Like they've always
Yeah.
created that space for you to be that person, right? But obviously, I don't want you to say, "Oh, they're proud." I don't want you to say that.
Yeah.
How do you think they feel? Yeah, like knowing that they've got an iconic daughter, like your brother's probably gonna be a great footballer. That I see him and I'm like, your sister's confidence, you just have it, man. It's gonna, even if you don't get it, it's gonna run down and you're gonna have that. How do you think your parents feel knowing that they have like Miss Tee Moyo as their daughter?
I think they were so worried at the beginning. I
Yeah.
think they weren't, number one, content started and it was a distraction from school. So they were always mindful of that. And then when I was talking about wanting to go full time, wanting to really go take it big, I think they got worried because they don't know creative industry like that. My parents are academics. Like when I was in school, my parents were on to me.
Facts.
And they are very intelligent. My dad has an engineering degree, a teaching degree, and a medical degree. And his daughter comes to make video on camera.
Bro, I hear you, bro. Bro, one time we came to get, what did we come and get at your house?
Microphones.
Bro, it was at 10 o'clock, bro. Why is this man studying, bro? What are you doing, fam? What are you doing?
My dad's an academic.
Nah.
So I think because of their lack of knowledge, they were kind of worried about like, where is this going? What's this going to do? They're very protective of like me as well. And my parents are very private people. It's why you don't really see them on my social media. The only one you see is my youngest brother. My brother doesn't like to go on social media. My sister, she will, but like it's not really her thing like the way it is mine. So you don't see them on social media. So they are so proud of what I do. The funny thing is, nothing that I do really surprises my dad. Like you say, I can't tell my dad nothing. I could tell my dad, I'm hosting Love Island tomorrow.
And
He'd be like, I knew you could
I'll
do it.
drive you to the airport.
Yeah. He like nothing surprises. He's like, oh, I think my parents they love to see what I do. And my mom is always like, can you send this one to the group chat? And be like, oh, how did you do this one? And how did you make? And then look at the transit. My mom loves my transition videos. So they are just excited. They're excited by it. And to be honest, even my extended family, if you see someone called Connie messaging in my comments, that's my grandma.
Okay.
My grandma she's my grandma. She's always commenting, and my aunt Manje, she's always in my comments saying like, well done, like we knew you could do it. So like my family, like there was a time when they didn't even check in for Christmas because they watched the Christmas vlog. They knew we was doing all right.
Okay.
So yeah, my family are very, very supportive.
Okay. It's good to have, bro. Family is everything, man. It's everything. I'm so grateful for mine, bro. But I can just see sometimes the way they talk about you, like when you put like a snap or something, and how happy they are to be around you. And I'm like, raw. It's good to have a community like that. Definitely. So okay, cool. Moving on. You're going to South Africa now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Between me and you, like nobody's here. Are you going to find love? You're not getting any younger, you know. But is that why you're going? If that's why you're going, don't. But you're not getting any younger. I know it's contradictory, but like, get me. You know, you get there. This one. Yeah. Is that why you're going to South Africa?
Guys, I went on holiday. I fell in love on holiday. I'm going back to find the love on holiday.
Nella Rose and Harry didn't shout at you enough.
Listen, did Harry get my passport? No? Okay. Now, do you know what? Honestly, truth be told, that's the T show.
Okay.
I was in shock with the virality of that video. People were really like...
What were you shocked about? The fact that you went there and told them that you found love online and you want to move
like, the reaction
for next man.
They was ready to attack me. They was ready to attack me.
They should have.
No, because...
Genuinely, they should have. They should have leaped over. Actually, you were right there. They should have grabbed you.
The amount of people that I've gone on a date with or I've met for the first time and that's like, they're like, can I ask you a question? And that's like one of the first things they're going to ask me. I already know it's coming. Okay, guys, all I'm going to say is like, you know, content is content. You got to do what you got to do. And my love life, you're going to have to tune in and find out, innit? Next question.
For that alone, don't tune in. Talking about Channel 4, what was that like?
Oh, do you know, I've loved working with Channel 4.
Because, like, those are the goats.
No, to be fair, Channel 4 hire me.
Come on,
I've
do
done a couple. I mean, can't lie. I've done the blind dating hosted by PK Humble with Boohoo Man. I've done the intern. I've done Nella Rose Couch Confessions. I've done Channel 4's First Dates.
Yeah.
I think out of all the Channel 4 content I've done, First Dates was my favorite because that's like proper production. Obviously, the others are YouTube content.
Okay.
First Dates, like that's mainstream TV. You see, when
Okay, I
talk
mean,
about
okay,
mainstream
you're
TV,
right,
we're
you're
talking,
right.
Come Dine With Me, I'm a Celebrity. That was my first proper, and I was being my complete self. That wasn't like propaganda character. That was just tea.
Okay.
And I loved that. That was such a good experience. The production team were amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have enjoyed this so much,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Before we wrap up here, talk to me. What's the bigger picture here? Where is Miss T heading next?
Everyone keeps asking me, like, what's next for me? So I will say next year is the Mobos and it's an anniversary, and I would love to be at the Mobos doing the red carpets. But you know, I wrote down so much from what I wanted in 2025, and I dream big. I don't go small. And yet we did big things, but a lot of the stuff that happened wasn't on my vision board, which is so weird. So I've actually said for 2026, as like pretentious as it sounds, I'm honestly wanting to just focus on getting close to God. I think between me and you, I think I've prioritized my career for a long time. I think that's been my first love, the closest thing to my heart, the thing I've kept most precious, the thing that I don't play about. You know me. When I'm quite a playful, like I'm an unserious candidate. But when it comes to work, like guys, we're not gonna get down. I think it's time for me to translate that same strictness into my relationship with God. And for once, I'm not gonna be worried that it's not that I'm not gonna be as strict. It's just it's not going to consume me the way it has. Obviously, it's very scary because I do believe that, you know, the effort that you put into something, it will show. So it's not necessarily that I'm putting less effort, it's just less of a obsession and actually focusing on. And I always go back to that scripture, you know, seek me first and the rest will be added onto it. I just need to trust that he will fulfill that gap that I've been relying on my own ability to do. All the hard work and the sleepless nights and the thinking and obsessing over it. I think I'm going to try my hardest to stop doing that, focus on God, and still have faith that I will outdo 2025. Because 2025, the bar has been set. It's been set high. Like, to the point where I'm even scared, like, how am I going to outdo it? But that's actually not my job to outdo 2026. No. Like 2025, that's for God to do. Decide. So I will plan. I mean, obviously, like I said, Mobos, I would love to have my own radio show. I would finally love to get on radio. I would love the podcast to pick up and have a brand sponsor. That's the t-shirt. That would be amazing. Like, I'm doing DLT next year, which I'm really excited about. Going to Afro Nation. Oh, Afro Nation, please, I beg, pick me as one of your presenters. I'm going to present anyway, regardless, but I would like to be one of your official presenters. So there's always things that I want to work with. I always want to work with Recess. I want to work with, like, there's brands and people I want to work with and things I want to do. But I think when you are so specific and I say, I want this and this and this, you're actually pigeonholing yourself to what God could actually do for you. So I know it's not the answer that people are looking for, but 2026, I just pray God takes me to a new level and I grow in a deeper relationship with him, and I feel a sense of love for him the way I feel for my job and what it is I do, because I love this. That's
a very great answer, and bro, I always say the first step is the self-awareness, bro. As long as you can put pen to paper or put your hand to your head and say, this is what I need to do, that is the first step, and everything else is gonna fall in line. That's good, but that's for you, Miss T, as a brand. For the pod, what is the thing that you want people to feel the most when they watch the pod? Obviously, moving forward.
Yeah, I want people to feel at home. Like, I'll be honest, full transparency, I'm still figuring it out. I genuinely thought season 2 was going to be dancers again, and then we changed it. But you've got people who have amazing podcasts. Madam Joyce, Rita, they have podcasts that I am trying to reach them heights, but I also want it to just be myself. So it's kind of figuring out, what does the That's the Tea show look like? I know it's always going to be comfortable, it's going to be vulnerable, it's going to be entertaining and fun, but I want to tell people stories because I love interviewing people. I did an interview with DJ Larizzle last week, and I think that was my best interview I have ever done in my life. I don't know if it was because I wasn't responsible for the props and the social media. I don't know if it's because I just had to come in and do my job
to worry about. Yeah,
but I just remember the conversation was amazing. Like, we spoke about some heavy topics. Like, his first daughter passed away, and we spoke about, and that's not something you kiki and just like, it's not. That's a deep serious conversation. But then we also spoke about DJing. What song does he want people to stop playing at the motives? Like, it was so layered. And I remember coming away from that, I'm like, how do I make my podcast feel like that? Like, and I would like to think we do. I mean, Aisha's podcast episodes, the one that we did a few weeks back, hers, we spoke about the passing of her mother, her launching her lip kit, her getting engaged. There was so much we spoke about. I mean, I would love the pods to be longer, like touch so many more topics. I mean, even you and I, there's so many things we didn't speak about. I just want people to be able to come onto my pod and just, this is your episode. I always tell people, it might be my pod, but this is your thing. And I want people to come away and be like, oh my gosh, I never saw this side of this person. I mean, Chip is someone who is an amazing presenter that I didn't see it. I never saw it coming. I never saw it coming.
I'm locked in when that man starts to talk, bro. When I'm watching,
top beginning to end, I love his format. They're asking the questions. I want to bring something I'm still discovering it. Like, I don't think I've got it yet. I think right now we're still just a pod, like not just a pod. Right now we're still a pod, and I feel like it's majority. It's me. It's my brand. It's my personality. But I want people to have that same feeling when they watch my pod. Like, wow, the way she asks questions, the guests that she chooses, the people that come. Like, I want people to really like think, wow, that was a good episode.
Okay, that was amazing. That's such a layered answer. I love that. Cool.
It's almost like I'm a presenter.
Now, my you got jokes, cool. So my final question,
Okay.
One of my favorite videos about you or of you was when you said, you don't know what I do after my 9 to 5. Because it starts. The only difference between what separates me and you is when I get home from work. My job like starts. Like that's when my career starts.
I thought they were gonna kill me for saying that.
I thought you were gonna get slaughtered.
I thought you
were talking about me for a quick second.
No.
Because at that point I was at the point where I was feeling so lazy and so like, bro, I want all this to be perfect before I start doing all of these things, And I saw that video and I was like, it just had to come from you, innit? It just had to come from you. My final question for this amazing episode is 10-year-old Tee. Actually, let's go back. 8-year-old Tee. Yeah? 2 years done. 8-year-old Tee.
Yeah.
I even feel like 8-year-old is too... 15-year-old Tee. Not even too far. 15-year-old Tee. Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell 15-year-old Tee if you had to tell her something right now? She's standing right there. Talk to her.
You know, it's even making me emotional just thinking about, because I know... Oh, gosh. Put it together. I know how far I've come to get to where I am today. Like, if I could look at 15-year-old Tee, I would actually tell her, like, you are doing so well. You are going to do things that you never even knew were possible. Like, things that you would tell people in the common room, in the classroom. Guys, one day I'm going to do... And people would laugh and say, yeah, okay, here she goes again. Like, there's a science room in my secondary school, and I used to sit with my best friend, and I used to tell her, like, oh, I want to be on YouTube. I want to be famous. I want to be in people's faces. And if I could just sit just for 5 minutes, if I could sit with her and say, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. You are doing so much more than you think in your head. Like, God has such big plans for you, to the point that even the ones that you think that he has, he's gonna surpass them. It's not even it's not even funny. I would tell her that your parents are so proud of you, your family are so proud of you, your friends. Oh my goodness, if I could tell 15-year-old Tee, the friends that you are going to have now are going to be the reason why you have managed to come so far. Like, I could not be the presenter I am without Cyrus, without Celia, without Kadri, without Deborah, without Chidera. Like, compared to the kind of friendships I had growing up to where they are now, like, your friends are going to pick up the phone at midnight when you have one new idea. They're going to leave their houses pay to come and they're gonna film you. Like they're gonna do. Thank you so much. They're gonna do so much to support you to where you're because they believe in you. Just keep believing in yourself. That's what I would tell her.
Yeah.
Keep going, baby girl. You're doing just fine.
That is amazing. You actually are doing amazing. You are such a blessing. You're such a vibe. You're just, sometimes the words don't even come out. Like,
Oh, sorry, man.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. You've done amazing. And this is a 3-year career.
Yeah, it's only been 3
It's
years.
crazy. This is 3 years, bro. Imagine what 5 years is gonna look like.
Oh,
Imagine what 10 years is gonna look like. Imagine when we're selling out arenas because, you know, some kids are like, bro, I need to go and see Mystic. God bless you so much. And with all that you're doing, I promise you, like you said, me, Chidera, Shabana. Sani,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, how can I forget
all
my
the gang,
Dem West Nightmares,
Shabana,
Shabana and Mariana?
all of them, Deborah, Kadri, every single one of us, we're gonna be here to keep pushing you because the way you're moving, yeah, you are doing amazing. God bless you so much. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, listen, I'm not one to remind you to like and subscribe. If you think what you just watched is not worth liking and subscribing, check your hearts.
Don't know what to tell you.
Check your hearts. Yeah? But you know how we do it. If you like me, I like you too. You don't like me, I still like you because I'm not going to allow the way you feel dictate how I feel about you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Mr. Bing, aka Mr. Midiano. We've had the amazing Miss Tee Moyo. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next season. Bye-bye.